What's up, everybody? So today's video is going to be a kind of quick one, just to go over what kind of trades you could have took last week. So for example, we're on GBPAUD, and one of the key factors that stood out for me was leading into March 18th. So you can see here, this is all of this part right here that we've seen from March 11th to March 17th. So one key factor is this heavy sell-off right here, and second retest also again sell-off. So we can see this is clearly in a small downtrend. I'm not telling you on the 4 hour, could be in a accumulation phase, and more than likely on the higher time frames it looks like it's more in a distribution phase, coming into a maybe sort of reaccumulation. But I don't get into those kind of trades as far as long term goes. As everybody knows by now, that mostly I'm an intraday trader, may possibly swing trade for a day or two. So let's go back to the 1 hour, and we can see all week we had these push downs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Then we had something like this. So we had this break above this type of structure right here. But the thing is with this break is that it looked like it was a liquidity grab. So let's say if we were to come and draw out this rectangle from here to here, and if you look, these two right here, we had these two bars right here, we had a push down, and at the same time there was an increase in volume. If you look at the bottom over here, there was an increase in volume towards the top and a bearish reaction. So this is a strong area. Also, it happened here, we had a bullish push up with high volume getting pushed up and a bearish reaction. So now this zone right here is indicating to me that there is a possibility that we may try to break this, take out stops, and come back down. I didn't take this trade. This is not the trade I'm looking at. I'm just looking at it as far as analyzing it in a way where if a trade opportunity does come up, I could take it. So your main key factor was this amount of volume right here that came in at 7 a.m., which was 14,000. And if we look back at 7 a.m., you had 11,000. We look back one more day, 11,500. So this is a high amount of volume right here when we broke this side up. So this is indicating to me that we are possibly going to come into a push down because of these bearish reactions. Correct, we're getting bullish, sort of a bullish push up off of these trend lines and off of these simple moving averages and things like that. So like a trend line for this would have been this right here. You can say a lot of people might have drawn this if we keep retouching, I'm going to buy it up, things like that kind of stuff. I don't trade like that, but I'm just saying you got to also look at other people's trading styles, because it helps you with determining if you're early in a trade or you are coming late to a trade. So some people would have been trading this as far as buying the touch of this up, touch up, things like that. So this is the reason why these keeps on getting pushed up until market makers, smart money, decides that it's no longer feasible to be able to get higher prices, which on the 5-minute is where everything becomes key to you. So let's look at this on the 5-minute, and this is where you could have took the trade in this area and in this area right here. So we can see we have, as we are pushing up, volume is increasing, and then all of a sudden we're coming back down, volume decreases, on and off, until you get a strong push up of volume right here, and this is basically the last attempt before the market open at 9:30 a.m. So it's not something you might want to trade right at the market open. Wait for maybe 5 minutes to see what's going to happen. And then you can see we had this push up right here on at 11:50 a.m. and there was 1, 2, 3 bars that got pushed up for a last takeout of stops here and sort of takeout stops here. Probably if you had 1 pip stop loss above here, you'd have been taken out because it's hit the exact mark. Everybody's broker probably would have been different, but you would have got stopped out if you had one pip stop loss. So then we can see a no demand start to form, but none of them are confirmed because of the fact that they're not closing below. So we still have no demand until right here on this candle right here. You can see at the bottom, we can draw this out. Let's get you into, just so we spot this out easily. And we have that here, and you have that right here on this bar right there. So no demand would have been on this candle right here because we got confirmation on the next candle, and because of the fact that the previous 2 volume bars are higher than this bar. Okay, so the previous 2 volume bars are higher than this bar, so that is a no demand. And on top of that, you had that at the 14 EMA. On the 14 EMA, that is a very key factor, that a test for buyers. There is clearly no more buyers, no volume came back in. Confirmation on this cancel to enter, you entered right here with a stop loss above here, and you rode the trade down. But I did not take that trade. I took this trade, which was on early mornings of Friday. So you could say around here in this area over here. So why did I take that trade? I took that trade based off of the 2 factors. You could look at this. You can look at it as a fib. So we can draw this out right here. I looked at it at the 7-8. A lot of people are going to tell me, but what's a 7-8? When it comes to the market, there is different conditions for how much of a retracement usually you would get with different pairs. Not every single one is going to be 50%. Not every single one is going to be 618. So I have these 4 that I find very helpful in every different situation of pairs. If you watch my previous videos and you look at them, you'll know, for example, why I'll trade gold at a certain, retracement, and this is the reason that I have some odd numbers that nobody's seen before. So we can see that we had a push up above this 7-8 at the same time. So let's just delete this. And at the same time, this was our last attempt at a push up to the upside on the higher time frames. So if we were to look at this on a 30-minute, we could see this was the last attempt to push up, the bullish reaction to the upside to take out any stops, and then we came back down. The fact that we came back down in a slower manner is indicating to me that bears are now in control, very much so. So this area right here, from the low of this to the high of this candle right here, we'll extend that out. Let's see. And we come up to touch it again. So this is clear indication to me. I don't take the trades on touches. I never take trades on touches. I need confirmation. So, but it came into that area and it came in, touched this high of it with a hammer candle. Clear sign, one of the most clearest signs of a inverted hammer candle. You can say this is called. This is a very clear sign that bears are in control. once you get a confirmation on the next candle, there was a confirmation of a bearish reaction. Now you just have to wait for a no demand to show up. So that no demand ended up showing up right here on this bar right here, and you can see it's less than the previous two. Confirmation ended up, you can have confirmation on the next candles as long as it doesn't close above. If it were to close above any candle after this no demand and still hasn't closed below, this is not valid no demand. So we had this push down and we continued down from there, and you can see you could have rode this all the way down to at least in this area. I would say it's next, you can see say a redistribution area, and that's exactly what happened. You know, it had the redistribution area, and I didn't take this trade all the way down there. I took the trade out. I was out at 7, I think it was 7, 9, 10. That was when I got out of the trade. But that's a Friday, so you got to be patient when it comes to Friday. That is basically how I analyze certain different pairs, and that is GBPAUD. If you have any other questions, please leave in comments below, and I will be free whenever you guys need me to answer questions. And soon, just an announcement, I will be setting up a chat room on Telegram, an actual chat room, not a like signals call or anything like that. A chat room where we can discuss and give different trading ideas and ask any questions anybody needs help. And peace out.